I became vice president of the Prince William County branch of the NAACP. And one of the major things that the branch was looking at that point in time was the lack of hiring of minorities in Prince William County, government. And the NAACP was very close, I believe, to being able to file a suit against the county at that point in time. And I think, there are some members who probably talked a little too much, and that can happen at times. But in response to that concern, Prince William County really began to try to diversify their employees, and we see in the police department where they began to pick up a lot of more African American officers. And it happened that my wife put her resume in at the right time in Prince William County, and the right person read the resume, and on her resume, and she's embarrassed about it at this time, but on her resume she had noted that she was a Sigma Sweetheart, which is my fraternity, and a gentleman in county personnel was a fraternity brother, and that clicked that this could be an African American female. Brought her in, interviewed, and made Prince William County personnel. My wife was more qualified than the person they wanted to hire, but county personnel made the area agency on the agency hire my wife. So I ended up meeting my wife after she became employed in Prince William County.
So what year was this?
This would have been around 1983.
So there were still hiring issues.
Oh, hiring issues, to that day in Prince William County, and that's still some of the things that we need to look at as a community, even to this day in 2014.
Now, I know you said your dad and yourself had been reserve deputy sheriffs. Can you talk a little bit about that? Yes.
When Sheriff Lee Stoffregan was won election to become sheriff of Prince William County, and we know in Prince William County, like most of the areas in Northern Virginia, the county police department pretty much handles all the law enforcement side. The sheriff's office handles some of the warrants. They take care of the courthouse, and in some places they have the jails as well. But when Sheriff Stoffregan was elected, I had a conversation with him. I'd known the sheriff for a while, and I shared with him that I was concerned about the lack of diversity on the sheriff's office. And he concurred, and he informed me that I had his assurance that he would do his very best to diversify his department as much as he possibly could. And like most sheriffs across the Commonwealth, I guess it goes all the way back to the posse days, they have the opportunity to have auxiliary or reserve officers. And he asked me would I come on as one of his auxiliary officers. Actually asked if my dad and I would come on as auxiliary officers for him, because people knew us in the county, which I volunteered to do, and served, I think, for like 8 years as a volunteer or reserve deputy in Prince William County.
Did you feel like you were being treated like an equal?
I did. I really did. As a volunteer, I did. And I think, I hope my presence in uniform and the various things that I did for him out in the community at least exposed, and I know Children's ID is one of the things I did, it exposed kids to the opportunity. Yes, there can be African Americans involved in law enforcement and in the sheriff's office, and even today as we speak, the sheriff of Prince William County is an African American. So hopefully I had somewhat of a role to play in that, in exposing people to that possibility.
Now you have another chairmanship that you're involved in now. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. I am chairman of the Prince William County Human Rights Commission. I'm very honored to have chaired the commission for, believe it or not, over 20 years now, and continue to be elected and appointed. The Human Rights Commission is really a critical commission in the community.